Hey you guys, this is Britta Alton with Ringgold United Methodist Church. Yesterday, Pastor Chris talked about Zacchaeus, which a lot of us have heard. Zacchaeus was a wee little man and climbed up the sycamore tree. And so sometimes all we think about him is that he was short and he climbed up a tree to see Jesus. It would be easy for us to think about the fact that he's just kind of a short guy looking for Jesus. And that's what we talk about a lot of times. In fact, watch this as I talk to some of the little people of our church. So I thought I might talk to my youngest son about what it is like to be short.
I wouldn't know.
Are you short?
Yes. No, I'm not.
But what if you're too short to see? How do you get to be taller?
Let me fucking jump up. I wish I can jump up like a frog.
What do you do if you can't see? How do you get to where you can see?
Mommy.
Your mommy?
Yeah.
Does she lift you up?
Yes. My mommy is to me. Yeah.
Are you guys tall or short? Tall? You're tall? Whoa. Lucy, are you tall?
No, my little. You see little baby.
How do you get high up? You climb up?
Yeah.
What do you climb on?
Yellow.
A ladder.
Yeah.
Isn't that precious? But I did want to point out just a different way of focusing on this story. Zacchaeus might have been short, but he was a rich person, and he was also very curious about Jesus. If you look at the chapters before and after the story of Zacchaeus, which is in chapter 19 of the book of Luke, it's the first 10 verses. But look in chapter 18 and look in the rest of this chapter and the chapter after. There's all kinds of conversations that Jesus is having with other disciples and with other people about how people with money choose to follow or not follow Jesus. If you look that up with your family, see how many you can find right around there. I bet you could find at least 4 or 5 of them right there. An important detail to think about with this story about Zacchaeus is that it wasn't Zacchaeus going to Jesus. He was watching for Jesus, but it was Jesus who came up and said, "Hey, you come down, I need to go to your house." So Jesus invited himself over and came and shared a meal with him. And while Jesus shared a meal with him, Zacchaeus became changed. He decided he wanted to follow Jesus through his generosity. That is when we get to read about Jesus saying, "Today, salvation has come to your house." A lot of times through following Jesus and through a generous heart, it's a good time to think about bringing happiness to others, a peace that you get to have, and a place among God's people that you get to have. Although it's not about being short, I did want you to hear from one more little person here at Ringgold Methodist.
I might have not grown so tall, but I always followed Jesus. And you can do whatever you want to as long as you follow Jesus.
Whatever you do, just be following Jesus. This week in Sunday school, we're going to learn all about how all of God's children can share God's love, not just a few. This month in Wiggle Worship, we've got one more week where we're going to focus on the fruits of the Spirit, 9 of them. If you come and tell them to me, I will give you a prize. I don't care how tall or short you might be, I will give you a prize. Don't forget to join us when we have small groups, and never forget that you can always be a part of the mission and ministry of our church. Find out how you and your family can be involved in what's coming up. All of these things that we do are part of you belonging to God, becoming like Jesus, and blessing others along the way. Until I cross your path again, I pray that you are blessed.